As you know, Parliament of Malawi and Parliament of Zimbabwe have been close friends for some time, and we thought we could come here so we can also learn on how the Parliament of Zimbabwe conducts its business. This time round I came with members of the Business Committee. The Business Committee is the one that conducts business in terms of setting the agenda for Parliament, setting the policy for Parliament, and we thought we should come here and appreciate and see how the Business Committee here also conducts its business. Apart from that, we're also able to discuss other issues, for example, how they do confirmations for various public officers in comparison with how we do it in Malawi. We're also able to see how Parliament of Zimbabwe was able to conduct business when we had problems during the COVID-19. We're able to share the experiences then, but also we're able to share generally on how Speaker Mudenda here and his team is conducting business in Zimbabwean Parliament.
So from the discussion, how it differs or any similarities of what you do?
Generally, it's very, very similar. For example, the composition of the Business Committee is very, very similar. We have some differences. For example, like in Malawi, we have quite a number of independent members of Parliament. In this case, we have 193 members of Parliament, and 55 of them are independent members of Parliament. And we needed to know how it is done here, but here it is different because they only have one independent member of Parliament. We have quite a number, and we have quite a number of members of Parliament coming from smaller parties, and we wanted to appreciate how they treat them in terms of composition of the Business Committee, but also told of the Standing Committee, which deals with a number of issues in terms of policy for Parliament, as well as confirmation of members of commissioners for various bodies like human rights commissions. In Malawi, it's not that committee that deals with that business, it's the Public Appointments Committee, which is chaired by members of Parliament, that does that work. So we've got quite a number of things that are similar, but also things that are different that we're interested in learning. And as you heard, the Speaker also is interested in learning on how we are doing the appointments confirmation in Malawi.
So from today's, what are the key takeaways?
The key takeaways is that first and foremost, we are very generic. We've got quite a number of things that are the same. At the same time, we need to move with time in certain issues. Obviously, because of the way the world is today, there's so many things that we can't be static. We need to be changing, because if we can't change, then it makes it hard for us to be operational in some instances. So for us to adapt to what is happening, we also need to be changing. That's why we come on these daily visits, so that we can also change and adapt, because we are not static. We're supposed to move with time. So what we've learned is that we also have to change certain things in order for us to give the best in terms of service to the people of Malawi.